We'll do some Roundrel Cruci Zero, and very soon we'll be doing some, Footy Tag is really good. Some Peglin Cruci Zero too, when we get to the new patch, and then I'll be playing my Peglin Cruci Zero run. I really can't wait for that patch, it's going to be a whole lot of fun. Area 4 is going to be a huge upheaval, and I can't wait. Or at least I'm expecting it to be. Maybe my expectations are too high. Very much could be the case. Alright, so let's just check out. Whoa, that's some stuff going on, isn't there? Interesting. A lot of stuff. I'm not sure how much I can actually use easily though. I feel like that is probably best. But it is a bit more of a specific course. Spin Trust Beam immediately is good, but I don't think I'll try for a money build this time. It is definitely very good, but I don't need to try. Wow, special button immediately. Crit build looking pretty good already. Having access to 3 crits on the board is just crazy, it really is. That's so much. Alright, this way we get to stack up a bit more gold before we go to the store, and then we also have another store. I think there might also be less question marks on the path, potentially. Not too certain on that though. Awesome, I actually got a bomb, wow. Oh, and the bomb's still 50 damage, yes. BC12 is not active. Very much so. 66 gold could have and should have been more, honestly, but we did do a very good job of hitting our bombs there, so that fight ended awfully quickly. That being said, there was some good greed there, all the way up to 77. Could definitely be more though. That is insane. One of the best events to get in Area 1. Just really good, especially when you're not playing Cruci Zero. It's extremely noticeable when you're not playing Cruci Zero. Such a massive difference, because level 2 Pebble can take care of a lot of elites, honestly. Actually just deals a lot of damage. I'm going to shoot this, get enough damage on you, and then Filibuster is going to finish off the both of you with this shot. Yeah, close. Awesome, that works too. That really does work too. 103 gold navigation is required, so let's just... Awesome. I actually didn't want to hit that refresh there, so despite aiming straight at it, yes. Just wanted to open up that specific spot, yes. Just so that I could do that. Need to make sure I'm navigating correctly. Alright, Filibuster is the best relic possible to ever have for this fight. Bomb Baton is a close second, I'd say. So definitely a close second. What else? I don't know, even something like Improved Catalyst is actually just also very good for this fight. Which is funny, because I'm not a fan of the passive at all. Really not a fan, but it makes a difference for this fight. We do just need to hit one more bomb, then one refresh, and then these minions would be done, but it does not look like there will be any minions to be done, so... Moving on to killing the final guy, I guess. I'm sure that special button will allow us to... No, 3 crits on the board, we did not hit one. Got it. We did land a Bramble though, so that's pretty awesome. So much damage. Not having Cruci 1 active even. So good. You just get so much more damage on your Pebble shots. Spinception, Sash of Focus. Wow, I mean, if I wanted to win the run, I'd just take the Sash of Focus and that's already GG. But Spinception is so fun. I do love a good Spinception. Try and grab a bit of gold, shall we? I'm more than fine to spend health for it. I just want to stock up more for the double store that we're staring down. Ask a joy. Very cool. Pocket Sand. Why not? Let's grab some random debuff stuff and a decoil. Decoil means I don't have to worry about a lot of things. It's really good. Fresh Shield's also really good, but I have 2 refreshes on the board, so I probably don't need to worry about grabbing that 3rd refresh source. It was a very good store. Mask of Joy is a very good relic for this class. It's not quite as strong as it is on Blad, and that's not an enhanced gunpowder. But still absolutely insane. So can I get 50 gold here? Probably asking for a bit too much, but I suppose I will try. Enhanced gunpowder is a very good gold collection relic. Already up to 21 first shot. My targeting was incorrect. It's just the first shot, yeah, that's not too shocking that it's good. The shots after that worry me quite a bit, because it's just going to be very hard to get to 50. If I do get to 50 though, I do think it is worth going to the store. Just viewing the options, buying exactly one. Because, for example, let's say there's a short fuse there. That prints me another relic, which is just pretty insane. I'm trying to delay out the fight a bit as well, in case we couldn't tell. Trying to grab the gold over there. Awesome, 44. Like, I'm fine to trade health here. Really care about that last tiny bit of gold. Inception, so you're dead. And that should pretty much be it. That's fine. Absolutely fine. There we go. Okay, wow. I did have to work pretty hard for it, and I definitely burnt a fair bit of health trying to do so. But I think it was worth it. I think it's going to be worth it. We already have a lot of relics, so a lot of relics that we could find could be amazing. Oh my god. Oh, whoa, you look at that. So I think Distraction Reaction, if I had an extra 46 gold, I would definitely buy it. It's a very good second choice. Unicorn Horn is also a decent choice, but like Improved Catalyst, Gardener's Gloves, and also Unicorn Horn on Roundrel. All of them I'm very fine to remove from the pool, very happy indeed. And I went to the store for the short fuse opportunity as well as other stuff. A lot of other stuff that would have been great. And I got the short fuse, so that is really, really nice to see. Being able to just do that, collect extra gold, collect... Oh, wow. Collect an Auger. That's just really good. Really good indeed. Where do I feel like going? What's our plan? I'm fine to go either way, I just want some gold, I suppose. I think I did want to go to the question mark mall. Mimic? No. Awesome. I have Turtle, just before the boss fight. Awesome. I mean, I'm very happy leaving Area 1 on that. We just got an Auger as well, which is just so crazy. Auger is such an insane relic, but it's definitely also very helpful for this fight. Like, look at that. We picked up Auger, so we got an extra 240 damage dealt to the boss. And it's going to be so much more impactful later on. Like, that's actually just crazy. Having 3 relics. Whoa. So much damage here. Sorry, that's what I was going to say. Having 3 crits on the board is just so good for Auger. Actually just crazy. It is a bit of a weird bounce because there is no pegs on that side, so I'm not going to get any damage, but I did just want to bounce towards that crit. And was it worth it? Probably not. But I did actually get decent enough damage. Spinception, as always, is just an Area 1 boss killer. A really, really good relic for dealing with the Area 1 boss specifically. This is a really good Spindrift payment run because I just hear Auger, and as we can see, it's just got great damage. I don't think I want to do it though. Not sure exactly what I'm doing, but I don't need to take anything there. So for gold, gifts that keep giving. Electropegnate Tinder Cactus. So, exactly am I going to play for? Status symbol would have been fun. Would have been a lot of fun. Pocket Sand is 30 darkness then. That's noticeable. I think we are just going to take the gifts that keep giving. Obviously, you know, like Go for Gold is insane there as always, but this should be a good gifts that keep giving spot. Decent enough. Even if not anything too crazy. All that extra pierce, all for naught. Perfectly fine by me. No crit here. Oh, I did get a crit there, awesome. So nice just to get a crit claim, literally +1 level of PS, like that's just such a crazy benefit. Auger is a very nice passive. I would not be shocked if in a few days I'm looking at those patch notes and it says something about Auger, says something about Refill Buster. Probably also something about like Navigation Inflation, I suppose. I think they're going to be fine to leave Navigation Inflation as is though. It does feel like it's by far and away the best greed relic and it's just insane, but yeah, maybe it's fine. Ooh, talk about maybe it's just fine. Maybe I'm just fine, or maybe not. That is a lot of gold. But let's be honest, I've already gone to some... That is really good to see. I'm really happy to see that because I obviously do not have my win con yet. Do not have my plan. Do not want the Infernals. I did not need them for Betsy, and that is where they are more impactful due to how they work with Betsy Vines. Damn. I do appreciate the extra fight. It's just not an easy one, so... We hit that bomb though. Yeah, okay, awesome. Nice. If we hit that bomb though, kerblamo, 3 of them are dead. Ah, all thanks to my 1 relic. I guess it is also enhanced short fuse, granting me that much damage, but Auger is just very nice. It'll continue to be very nice. Putting in great work, good gold collection. I do want to pop some more bombs. Yeah, just like a little gold mine waiting to be broken into, aren't they? Just so good. That 172 is definitely better. Definitely better. I do not have like... Very acceptable. That was too... Yeah, that was not well timed. Oh, awesome. A free remove. Here's the thing. When I enter these 2 stores, I'm probably going to find an orb that I want. And it's going to get immediately upgraded. I have Spinception. Hello. If I buy 2 here, I can only buy 1 next. and there are still a lot of good common relics for me to find, but also I kind of really want to buy 2 here. Oh, you know what? Reduce, recycle, navigation, inflation. It's like, imagine I enter the next store and it's got those. I'm just going to be so sad. I've just got to turn down the molten gold. It's just fine. There's so many good greed common relics that I can find still that it should just be worth it. Okay, well, Criticus is very good though. And frankly, I do just pick up that rubble. So Criticus plus Super Boots. Salt Shake, I do not have any max HP increases. I do feel like if I bought Salt Shake here though, I might actually get good value from it. Doesn't really make sense though. It would just be grinding Monster, I feel like, which would be good value because I don't think I'm doing Basalt Dome this run. I will do Super Boots and I will just buy this Rubborb for, I mean, a lot less gold cheaper. 35 gold for a maxed out Rubborb, you know, that is a good deal. Since I really don't care about the health cost, especially after picking up a... This is really unfortunate. I have Super Boots, so we will always do this, but the unfortunate bit is unfortunately this, where navigation actually just very hard to pull off, but it did work. Awesome. Cool stuff. Rallying Heart. Do I have a chest later? I do have a chest later. I'm going to wait for navigation inflation. I do not need the extra power from grabbing the relic now. So navigation inflation or... Oh, I just removed the evasive maneuver, right? Yep, Voice Orb in my deck. I will remove the Pebble, actually, specifically for... I don't care about Resistance Knight. Who cares? I'm totally just about to get a Resistance Knight. Okay, no, I didn't. Shocker. Nice. Although, to be fair, this is also a good good place for orb targeting. But still, as long as we're hitting our crits, we basically have better than targeting. Awesome stuff, just don't go on the 0.5, and we are golden. Thank you very much. That's all the problem, enemy's gone. Simple as that. It's nice having damage, having the multiplier as well is really handy. And let's slam an upgrade on this Rubborb, shall we? It'd be more than enough. I have Decoy Orb, not Round Guard, got it. Okay. Sure. I knew I had one of the two, just couldn't remember for sure which one. It's already level 2 and it's just doing so much. We love to see that, eh? I believe in you. You can get 150 damage. I landed 0.5 times slot, which might make things a bit messier. There we go. I don't really want any of that, right? Level 3 Electromagnet might actually be pretty good, especially with the Criticus. If I had more crits on the board, I think I might consider it more. Maybe I had Shuffle Pot as well. Maybe it's just Reorganizer and then immediately hit a Shuffle Pot. The Shuffle Pot just has good damage. Like, I could pick it up and it would be level 3 already. And it's a 4-9. You know, that is just pretty solid damage. But I'll be able to find Shuffle Orbs later, even if I do get a Shuffle Pot here. Refreshing Punch. I mean, I do have the Ive Turtle, so... Does seem pretty good, doesn't it? Powder Collector is insane here, though. Frankly, better than Refreshing Punch, but I want the Hybrid Opportunity. The Hybrid Opportunity of Leaf Throws for later is just too good to turn down for me. Grabby Hand. It's something. It exists. That is an intentional oboe. A very good relic for the upcoming boss fight, and an absolutely insane relic. One of the best relics in the game for dealing with Area 3 full stop. It's so good. You know what else is so good? Shooting your Rubborb on this map, getting a crit, and getting a 2-time slot. Now would you look at that? Would you look at that? Awesome. That was just a solid pebble shot. And look at that, 6 exploitable. So here's the question I have for myself. If I get an option of a status symbol and a Leaf Thrust for later, what am I picking? Also, like, wow, you're just dead. Like wow, you're literally just dead. Oh man, I love Rubble. Very good fun. Oh wow. Okay. Very impressive. Very impressive indeed. So we have Kinetic Meteorite, Focused Blast, Aglin Satchel, Cursed Mask. Aglin Satchel maxes out my deck, gives me 100 gold. One of the orbs will probably be decent. The other one's probably going to be useless. I feel like it might be a safe bet just to assume they're both going to be useless. Cursed Mask gives me damage, which is something I did want to consider for a Criticus-based game plan, but it's just not it. Focus Blast is Focus Blast, so I'm probably never going to be picking it ever again. That's a joke. I will be picking it again, but hopefully they buffed it in a upcoming patch because I do not think it's very good. Unfortunately, I'm just not a believer. It's just not enough damage. It just isn't. You're taking away the AoE capability of the bomb, so that it is targeting less enemies. Like maybe this is a boss passive that is good below Cruci 20. But I just feel like Cruci 19 just makes it like obsolete pretty much. Like I don't feel like I can take it past Cruci 19 when I'm staring at the 50 gold option. The 50 gold option is like it's another passive or it's two heals. 2 heals is insane in Cruci 20. Or it's like an extra level 2, or you know, like all of them are just feel so much more impactful than Focus Blast. Anyway, yeah, Kinetic Meteorite is actually just pretty decent here. It's not bad. It really isn't that bad. Gifts to keep giving just makes it very solid. That's one of the nice things about gifts. It just empowers a lot of other boss relics to the point where, yeah, they're just pretty impressive. Especially since I've got Rubborb, I should just be able to pull off a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I do have 2 refreshes on the board, which means it is harder to get value from it. But let's be honest, we're not going to complain about having 2 refreshes on the board. It is still just very nice to have that access to that. Jack O'Brien, pretty good. Pretty good, but wow, I've just been given all the stores I could ever ask for. The question is, 1 store versus a chest and an elite. It's a very close argument, honestly. I feel like I could do either and I will be happy with either. As it stands, I think I will only do 1 store. God, the problem is it's area 3. You know, even if I do get the no crit means no pierce. Well, okay. A refresher would have been insane at this stage, actually. Refresher plus Kinetic Meteorite is just very good after all. Oh my, wow. This is very impressive. I'm just going to keep shooting my Rubborb only. It's just funnier. Look at it just go flying across the map. Getting there? Yeah, I do actually need the refresh. And it is perfectly fine to hit the refresh. There's a Shock Absorber. Shock Absorber is pretty good. Not taking the Shock Absorber. Maybe if I had taken Powder Collector it would have been better. Awesome. Basically just a full heal. I'm not too shocked. My boss passives do kind of just lean towards that, don't they? This should be good. Seems solid. Oh right, I also have the debuffs and the Grubby Gloves. Oh my. Grubby Gloves Spinception here is just going to doom them all. Not that I think they're going to survive to the point where the Spinfection is actually going to matter. Because wow, they are actually just already dead. It's crazy, man. Awesome stuff, Rubborb. Reorbanizer? I don't even lose any health when I add this orb to my deck. Such a strange concept, isn't it? I would like to go right here. Oh, I see. So what common relics do I actually care about? That's the question I have. Now that I picked up my boss relic, things have changed. I feel like I don't really have that many that I actually care about. Maybe I care about the remove. Do I care about any rare relics either though? The question. Roll is hilarious. I feel like I do want Roll to be my in-game. For Circle, I do have Refresher Course and Mask of Joy. Sure, I guess. Hopefully we find the removes from somewhere, I suppose. I will try and go to the right here. We do technically have 2 misnavigation boss relics. They are boss relics that improve the odds that you misnavigate. 42 damage for 35 gold. It's really not worth it, but I will still do it. Simply because I do not need my health, and maybe I'll need the gold. Alright, definitely going to the right. I really had not made up my mind on exactly where I wanted to go yet. Missing out on that first door is unfortunate, but it's really not all too bad. I can probably still spend pretty much all my gold in the upcoming Web Cookie? Yeah, I can definitely spend all my gold in the upcoming. Oh wait, we got this map. Upcoming store. Problem with this map is it's really hard to navigate to the right. Just so easy to go to the left, unfortunately. So let's move slightly. Not quite. Kinetic Meteorite is just really troll for navigation. Very troll. There we go. A bit of determination and then we got there. Illusion. Cauldron. Nimble. What on is this your card? Wow. Really, really good stuff here, honestly. Just really happy with this. Like, let's just buy the good stuff. Move along. And sure. If I cannot buy a stuff for the sling, so be it. Not like it was going to do anything for me, I just wanted to pick it up for the sake of picking it up. Alright, sprouting, I am just going to grab this now, because there is no future chest. Hero's Backpack Rubble. Hero's Backpack Rubble is like one of the best builds in the game, especially with these boss passes. It should just be insane. I don't think I'm going to try and build for it this time. I will be shooting the Nimble first, purely because Rubble has the chance to just bounce straight out. It's not something I wanted to aim for. Why not just achieve that? Again, Hero's Backpack Rubble is just worth it. Both upgrades are worth it. Awesome. Echo was also insane, but I don't feel like doing it. I did not want to do it purely because it's just too strong. Of course, it's going to be good, but this is funnier. It's not every day I get to do Kinetic Meteorite plus I guess they keep giving Rubborb. No, that is just a very cool build, which can achieve some very cool things, and I'm really hoping it gets at least one crit. Just one crit will do just fine. Any refresh or crit. Damn. Oh, right, I forgot about the bombs. The bombs are simply enough. A Mask of Joy, so we just get a lot of stats off of this. A lot of damage. Will it be shot over the Rubborbs? No, but it will be shot over the Refresh Circle. Alright, Intentional Overhaul is a really nice relic, which is allowing me not to lose tons and tons of health here. I might actually need to press the heal button here. I think I am meant to press the heal button here, but I'm not a coward, so I'm not pressing the heal button. What I will press, though, is Alchemist Cookbook. Oh, yeah. Alchemist Cookbook, because I turned down Powder Collector, is basically the only way I can actually gain momentum now. During mid-shot. Apart from Kinetic Meteorite, obviously, but once I hit a refresh, Kinetic Meteorite goes down the drain, so... I really do want to grab this gold. Oh, I suppose I just do this. Oh my god, awesome heal there. Like I said, I'm not a coward. Replenish Orb is fine, it is acceptable, but I'm not taking it. I already have one in my deck and I really don't need another. Alright, Rubborb, go. Let's see what you can do. Pretty sure it's just going to do normal Rubborb things, so it's going to kill this guy. Plus 45 gold, basically doubled my gold with this one shot. Wiped out every single enemy. Got 10,000 damage at least. And then it's going to go in a 2-time slot as well, isn't it? Yeah, like Rubble with durable Kinetic Meteorite is very, very fun. Obviously, Kinetic Meteorite is way less impactful because we are just very good at refreshing. Honestly, 2 refreshes is very good at refreshing. But it still gets a lot done. Talk about getting a lot done. Alchemist Cookbook has granted us a lot of bombs as well, hasn't it? Still got a solid 6-5 despite going in the 0.2 time slot. 0.5 time slot even. I was really hoping to go in the 2-time slot, but it just snuck in at the 0.5 at the last second. Really very sad. Oh man, my scaling is also just pretty impressive, isn't it? Purely off the back of Refresher Course. Like as I said, I have a lot of damage from my Here's Backpack now. Oh, oops. That's all good. A lot of damage. Alright, there's literally no point in aiming at the crit when I could instead aim at the refresh. After all, my refresh proc nearby pegs. Is Powder Collector better to have taken than that? Yeah, probably. 7 16s. And that's really impressive. Literally, the only damage boost I have is, well, some Spiness sometimes. And here is Backpack. So this should just... The refreshes are in good spots. Well, not really good spots. They're just in good enough spots to the point where I actually am going to hit them, which is just very unfortunate. Because this is hilarious. Probably won't be able to get the kill first shot because of that, but... I'd need more refreshes on the board, wouldn't I? I think not having Powder Collector is just going to screw it for me. I would need Powder Collector because Alchemist Cookbook isn't good enough on its own to generate momentum. Because I'm not actually very good at popping the pegs because I do need to rely on actually hitting a peg 3 times to pop it. Like, yeah, we do manage to get the kill first shot, which is very awesome. Very awesome indeed. It just could have been and should have been so much more. But still, very awesome to be getting the kill first shot. That was very close, by the way. Very, very close. That was not much more than 12,000 damage total. If I didn't have the bombs, it might not have even been 12,000 damage. I wasn't actually paying the most attention when that damage got dealt. But I love how I wasn't sure what our build was going to be. We had an anvil though, so we could build builds very fast. Then I just find one Hero's Backpack at the last second, literally at the last second. And boom, suddenly 3 extra Rubbobs appear. I have turtles, so we find extra orbs, and common orbs show up the most. So yeah, it's just really easy to find Rubbobs, and they perform really, really well. Pretty much any boss passive is going to work well with Rubborb. There is one exception, of course. Viridian Trinket Rubborb is not fun. Not fun. Rubborb is very fun. Viridian, very fun. Unfortunately, if you combine 2 fun things, that does not become a very, very fun thing. Sometimes it inverts and becomes a very, very unfun thing because your Rubbobs are immediately leaving the map. That being said, I did have that one really good Rubborb Viridian shot that I do remember vividly. It was a very, very nice shot. But yeah, we managed to get the bomb combo immediately. So that's just 3 extra relics for this run. And as you can see here, we had a lot of relics. That Storm Misnavigation was unfortunate. Both of my boss passives are effectively misnavigation relics. They make it significantly easier for you to misnavigate. I guess they keep giving it makes you pop less pegs per map, which is nice. Well, you get more activations, and you get more peg hits, but you pop less pegs total. And Kinetic Meteorite is just infamous for misnavigation. Big part of the reason why I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it's still just worth it. Was it worth picking up the Refresh Circle? I think there are actually some maps where it's pretty decent. And if I'm shooting on, let's say, a Coin Dragon map with Refresher Course Mask of Joy, it's actually giving me decent enough scaling to the point where I think it was actually a good idea to add to the deck. As well as a big part of the reason why I added to the deck is because it's kind of funny to just add 3 refreshes onto the board, and when I hit those refreshes, I get an explosion of peg damage thanks to the lovely powers of Refreshing Punch. Like, that's just a lot of extra damage to add to any shot, which is the main reason why I added to my deck. And as always, Refresh Circle is just a solid orb, just to draw, discard, and then shoot your next orb, because your next orb's probably going to be better than a 1-2, unless you have like Cookie, Refresher Course, sometimes Philosopher's Stone, but usually not. Or you just desperately need a refresh specifically right at that instant. But a lot of the time, one of the 3 refreshes it creates will just be in an easy enough spot to hit that your next shot will be totally fine. It's just a really nice orb, it really is. The Nimble is very good scaling. It's very good. A lot of the time I would get a lot of value out of Nimble there. I didn't really get all too much this run, but it was still decent. And the Robbers were as good as we expected. I was kind of hoping to build more towards a Critical build. There was also some debuff stuff going on that I was really hoping to get. Status Symbol and Least Rest Later were 2 passives that I was really hoping to hit this run. Status Symbol more so in Area 1. You'll notice like Spinception, Mask of Joy, Pocket Sand, Refresh Course as well. All that stuff just works really well with it. And in Area 2, at that stage I had like Refreshing Punch, Refresher Course. At this stage, Least Rest Later is beginning to look really interesting. And I had been narrowing down my boss passive options with the immediate IF total, but unfortunately, no dice, which it's not too shocking. There are a lot of boss passes in the game after all. Just a bit unfortunate. I really did expect to misnavigate off of the weighted chip, but I didn't, which is great. I love the last second sparings for investment. Just a little boost of extra gold. I technically could have also gotten a lot of value of Is This Your Card, since my orbs had pretty good crit damage. As we can see here, the Rubborb would have been, what, 28, 29? 29 Bellusion per discard, which is very worth it to discard. Especially when I have a decoy orb, because usually the Coin Dragon fight wouldn't really go on too long. Rubborb is just an amazing orb into a lot of Area 3 bosses. The one that is the best in is Coin Dragon. And if your boss passes are actually boosting Rubborb, and you get Coin Dragon, yeah, that's pretty much over. It's like a done deal, honestly. Like, Rubborb is just so good. I wonder how good it will be in Area 4. That will be interesting, won't it?